Disaster experiments here. Let's be honest, last week's video was kind of a hot mess. You see, last week I found out that all of my Camponotus queens, all 3 of my queens had walkers, right? And I tried to do a video of all 3 of them, and when I rewatched the video, I could barely tell which queen I was talking about. So I can't imagine how difficult it was for you guys, so I apologize for that. I'm going to keep the video up and everything, but from now on, I am going to do individual journals and focus on one queen at a time per video. Now, today's video, I'm going to be focusing on my Camponotus nearcticus queen. Camponotus nearcticus is a ant species, which is also known as the lesser carpenter ant. Lesser carpenter ant is because they are quite a bit smaller than other species. Let me just show my Camponotus novaeborkensis as a reference for size. Look, my Camponotus novaeborkensis is a lot bigger. So yeah, these are the lesser carpenter ants. Nonetheless, this colony is actually up for sale at the moment. I'm trying to sell it on both Facebook for ant keeping groups, and I am trying to sell it on Formiculture. And the reason I'm trying to do this is because, you see, I'm running a little bit low on fruit flies at the moment. I did have a big jar full of where I was going to start a colony of flightless fruit flies, but my dad accidentally knocked it over, so I had to take all my flightless flies, and that didn't escape, and I put them in a new smaller jar. And I'm just trying to build up this colony in size. Also, my wild fruit fly colony died. I'm pretty sure it is because my wild fruit flies, you see, I kept them way too warm. So you see, I was keeping them outside, and when I kept them outside, you're supposed to keep these guys at like room temperature for breeding, because they need to be at room temperature because like bacteria can grow in their colony, and yeah. So, I made a mistake with that wild colony, and now it's dead, and I figure I'm just going to stick to captive flies for the moment, for the time being. But nonetheless, I've got a lot of pupae, and I emptied out the flies and froze them so that I can use them as a food source for my ants. But there really isn't a ton of them, so I'm running a bit low on fruit flies at the moment. And what I've been doing to cope is I've been catching other bugs. As you can see there, I put a jumping spider in there, and the queen was actually showing a lot of interest a minute ago. But anyway, yeah, I pre-killed a jumping spider and threw it in there. And for these guys, I gave them a grasshopper. These guys, I gave them a cricket. These guys, I gave them a grasshopper. But nonetheless, I'm going to be trying to stick to wild-caught insects as much as I can so that I can grow my fruit fly colony back up to a large size. And I really want to, get a bunch of big fruit fly colonies. But nonetheless, that is about it, I have to say. She's got 2 workers, which is quite a few less than my other 2 queens, but that is because she is a lot smaller compared to her workers than the other 2 types of queens. So yeah, she went for size over quantity. But nonetheless, they've got some brood. I believe the queen is watching, and yeah, I really hope that these guys succeed, because I'm pretty sure they ate one of their eggs or 2. I'm really not sure, and yeah, they haven't really been touching anything I put in other than this jumping spider and the fruit flies. But I've got fruit flies in the fridge, and these are the colony that I'm actually saving most of the fruit flies for. Still give these guys some, but yeah, this colony is the main colony that I'm giving fruit flies to. So nonetheless, that is the end of my Camponotus nearcticus update. I will probably give you an update on these Camponotus pennsylvanicus on Tuesday, and then these guys on Friday, and then I'll repeat the process, except I'll only do it once a week instead of twice a week, because I don't want my entire channel to be dedicated to ants. But nonetheless, that is my update, and I hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video. My colony, might turn out to be a problem colony since they are quite picky. This jumping spider is the first thing that I've seen them touch that I put in for them, other than fruit flies. But nonetheless, yeah, hope you enjoyed, and see you in the next video. And the reason I'm giving This jumping spider, even though I have fruit flies, is because they stopped touching fruit flies. I don't know why. I know that ants like a lot of variety in their diets. So yeah, hope you enjoyed and see you in the next video.